here, the morning's here.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Disney Morning Show. I am Kyle. Joining me this morning is Luke.
It's me. Hello. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Luke.
Okay, Luke, let's say some
bonjours.
Yes. That was boring.
Good morning to Fred Ramirez. Good morning to Gio, who notes that the Princess Marathon did indeed go on sale and is sold out.
I realized this morning that I should have made that my street question for yesterday is, would the sale actually happen today? And I missed out. You should have bet yes if I did do that, but I forgot. So unfortunately.
Nikki B is saying how you Poutine, which is referencing a story that we will be talking about in just a few minutes.
One that I swapped out for the one we were going to talk about.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I got a thumbnail for tomorrow already.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And then hi to Billy. Once again, hello to Nikki B, but this time with a different image. And good morning also to recently made member Caleb Johnson.
Very nice.
I'm so sorry, Caleb Joshua Hill.
He saw Jay and just went with
yes.
Well, let's get this show started the way we start each one of these shows. Never refresh. It's not good news. Yesterday, Friday rather, the Disney stock price was at $99.31. It was at $99.20, and then I refreshed it, and now it's at $99.04. So maybe in the last 15 or 20 minutes since this is delayed, maybe it went back up. But I saw tech stocks rebounding. I guess Disney is not part of that. But
yep.
Maybe this news will get them going. Well, we learned that when Toy Story 5 hits theaters on June 19th, Gatto will get a new trailer, a new teaser at least, that will show in theaters. It sounds like it'll be there first, so we'll get it probably after that. But the movie will open in theaters. Let me pull up my other...
Kyle, for those uninitiated, what is Gatto?
It's going to be the Pixar movie that's after this one. In fact, it's coming out in March of 2027, March 5th. We recently learned that, just forgot his name.
Mark Ruffalo.
Thank you. I knew it was a Mark. Mark Ruffalo is going to be voicing Nero, the cat. And so that's all we really know about it. We haven't heard a bunch. We even have just one photo for concept art. But I know it's supposed to be, it's going to be 3D, but it's done in such a style that it's kind of supposed to be like 2D animation. So it looks really interesting. I'm excited to see more, and we'll get to in just a couple of weeks. And like I said, Toy Story opens June 19th. Gatto opens March 5th of 2027.
Yeah, not entirely sure how the animations will turn out, but I'm kind of getting a slight Spider-Man or K-pop Demon Hunters vibe from how they're going with it. So
yeah, that's
interesting to see Pixar's take on that.
I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters, but I've definitely seen the Spider-Verse movies, and yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, K-pop Demon Hunters is a lot of fun. It's the same people that made the Spider-Man movies. Yeah, so very similar. But yes, now we're talking about a different kind of movie, a Descendants movie, because the next edition in the hugely popular franchise, Descendants Wicked Wonderland, not Descendants Wicked World, as I've been calling it internally. That was a great time to cut me off, because there are two new posters involved in this. But, obviously you also want to know when the film is coming out, and it will be premiering July 16th, the day before Disneyland's birthday, on Disney Channel.
Which means it'll debut on Disney Plus on Disneyland's birthday.
Yeah, so an interesting way to celebrate Disneyland's birthday from home if you can't make it there. But yes, we found out that Chessie, who is obviously a take on the Cheshire Cat, will be voiced by Awkwafina, once again voicing an animated character. She has never done that in a film before.
So wait, So this is based on Cheshire Cat and not the nanny in The Parent Trap. I don't know if nanny is the right word, but Lisa Ann Walters' character in The Parent Trap is named Chessie.
I've seen the movie, but not well enough to remember what Lisa Ann Walters' character's name is. We also have another new poster featuring Chloe and Red from the film, and we got a trailer as well, showcasing some of the fun and musical magic that awaits when we return to. Are they still in Oregon?
You think I've seen a single second of any of these movies?
I was going to like work that name into the article, but I wasn't sure if that was still where it was based. So
yeah, I have no idea. I've not seen a single one of these movies, and I know the last two have been like another generation of film like removed from the original cast. So yeah, I have no idea, but I do know Brandy's in these ones.
And that seems to be what they're doing with zombies too.
It's smart.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you keep it going.
Instant reboot.
Degrassi back in the day, right?
Or, if only some of them could regenerate and still be the same.
They're all Time Lords.
Yes.
I've seen the first Descendants like a long time ago just because I was curious, but I think that was about it. Speaking of Canada, I don't know, maybe someone in the
film did mention Degrassi, so yeah.
Yes. We're going to Epcot now, where the refreshment port, which is that little stand right at the beginning of World Showcase as you start to head towards Canada. It's been closed for refurbishment for
exit because you should be going this way.
Yes. But it's been closed for a few months now, and they will be reopening on July 1st as La Poutinerie, hosted by Air Canada. You can see a little bit of concept art there that was from the Air Canada website. So it's going to get a nice, new look. It looks like there's like a bird statue of some sort. And then, more poutine options that actually don't look as nice as the old poutine options, at least to me, because picky. And it also looks like it might be smaller. I'm not sure. It used to be come in like a rectangle shape thing. So I don't know if this is bigger or not, but at the very least, they're really diving into the poutine of it all. And we got more poutine coming to Epcot on July 1st.
Was one of the menu items like the fries, gravy, cheese curds, and like buttery crackers?
No buttery crackers.
Oh, because then it could be poutine on the Ritz.
All right, folks. Know it?
It would be fun to have a co-host quit midway through.
Well, I just can't take these jokes anymore.
Well, Mickey Mouse was recently visiting Washington, D.C. to celebrate America 250. There he is in this very awesome tuxedo with blue stars on it.
I like the blue vest, the light blue.
Yeah, it's a great outfit. And there he is with the original Declaration of Independence. And it turns out he did not try to steal it. In fact, I don't think they made a single national treasure joke in the entire press release. But yeah, that Disney's big celebration has, already kind of started, but it will be in full force on July 4th. The what is it? Semi-sequentennial. Semi-sequentennial.
When people say it, it sounds very easy to say, but I can
it's not that hard. It's not that hard to say. It's hard for me to remember what it is.
That too.
Semi-sequentennial, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I hope we get to see that suit because we made a tier list. If you're a member, you can go back and watch our tier list we made of just some random Mickey costumes. That would rank highly, I think. That might be an A or S tier.
Fred Ramirez is a fan of his suit as well. And Fanimator says that, going back to Gatto real quick, that the style of Gatto has a painting-like style, kind of like the Wild Robot.
Okay.
I can see. I have not seen the Wild Robot, but I've seen, clips of it that I kind of get the gist of the animation style. So I can see that.
Well, the Tay Story rollout continued into the weekend. just every few hours.
Yeah, we had a lot of updates about Tay Story 5 or just Tay Story or her new song, I Knew It, I Knew You, which is now available to stream. It was available on vinyl. It was available on CD, but those all sold out. There's a music video now that you can watch on YouTube or on Disney Plus, music video, clip show type thing. But it has been breaking some streaming records, specifically on Spotify and Apple Music. So for Spotify, it became the most streamed country song in a single day by a female artist in Spotify history. And over at Apple Music, it became their biggest country single of 2026 and broke their all-time record for the biggest soundtrack single based on first-day plays. So Taylor Swift, no stranger to making some records. She's, well, and in both meanings of the term. So yes, if you would like to listen to it or watch it, I guess you can. I also spotted there's a lo-fi cover already someone had made on Spotify, so that's getting out there pretty quick. And yeah, just 11 days to go until Toy Story 5. Who Billy Judd thinks that Sadie Sink should be Emily in Toy Story 5, which based off of the pictures we showed, at least from a looks perspective, I get that.
She's kind of making her way around the franchises at the moment, so that would work.
Yes, absolutely.
Did you listen to either of the alt versions of the Taylor song?
I have not.
I listened to the preview of, so those ones aren't streaming. You have to pay for them. They're 99 cents on iTunes. It's a real throwback. I listened to the preview of the acoustic version. It was okay. I downloaded the piano version, assuming that it would be my favorite, and it probably is. It was what I thought it would be. So
I will tell you, I do not care enough to pay money for that.
It was $1.
Yeah, I still do not care enough.
Fair enough. But we mentioned this at the end of the last show as it was breaking, but a new popcorn bucket featuring Bullseye is coming to the Disney parks. Specifically, it'll come to Disneyland on June 18th, the day before Toy Story opens, or really the day Toy Story opens, because we all know that they start on Thursdays. And then it'll be coming later to Walt Disney World. I don't think we have a price yet because I don't know where it is to look. But yeah, looks pretty cute. I like it. I just think it's silly that they make these things popcorn buckets. You know why that is, though, right, Luke? Like why popcorn buckets are such a thing?
Collectors.
Kind of. So, you know, there's merchandising and then there's food and beverage. And food and beverage wanted some of that sweet, sweet cash the merchandising was getting. So they create these things that count as food and beverage, even though they're basically merchandising.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Departmental rivalry is why we have a popcorn bucket and sipper epidemic in this day and age. But speaking of food and beverage.
Yes, now we're squarely staying here at Walt Disney World, specifically heading over to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, where they have a trio of new treats that are very colorful and fun looking, inspired by the Savannah. And you can get these at the Mara, which is the resort's quick service location. First up is the Giraffe Cake Bar, which looks yummy, yummy, yummy. It's layered with marshmallow fluff and caramel before being coated in a vibrant yellow chocolate that evokes the distinctive pattern of a giraffe.
Fair enough.
And then we have the Africa-shaped sandwich cookie, which also looks pretty delightful. This is two vanilla shortbread cookies filled with raspberry jam and vanilla icing. And then I believe this is a returning favorite, this last one. But it looks
familiar.
Yeah, the caramel banana cupcake, which, if you could tell, features vanilla cake, not mentioned in the caramel banana, but it also has caramel banana filling, banana buttercream, and caramel chocolate Mickey ears.
So this is a Savannah banana, but spelled differently.
One might say that, yes. If you're Rebecca, I think you would say that.
Well, no, it was confusing me because Savannah this way is spelled differently than Savannah bananas. We've had so much Banana Ball and Disney lately that, yeah, I was playing with my brain earlier.
All I can say is it's peanut butter jelly time.
That peanut butter jelly sounds good, but this caramel banana cupcake also sounds good. So I don't know if I'm going to Animal Kingdom when I go to Walt Disney World later this month, but if I am,
well, you'd have to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I could do that. That's actually easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of, no, that doesn't work. The Thrifting Show is a show that was on Freeform and Hulu. You can watch season 1 right now. They just announced it's been renewed for season 2. So that Thrifting Show with Lara Spencer will return sometime in 2027.
People do love their thrifting. So
I guess so. I didn't know that things that debuted on Freeform were allowed to have second seasons these days. So congrats to that, defying the odds. I really thought they were just burning it off. Although this probably means they already shot a second season. And they split. Yeah, they just split it into 2. But
yeah,
I don't need to be so pessimistic. Congratulations, Lara Spencer.
They gave a second season to that one reality show I reviewed, Love Vinator.
Oh yeah,
that got a second season. So maybe they're turning a new leaf here.
Yeah, Freeform's in a weird state.
Absolutely, and they're maybe perhaps a little too freeformed.
Exactly. But it's Monday, so that means it's time to check the Disney Plus Top 10. I already know it's a weird one, but in first place we have Hoppers. Makes sense. Number 2, the I Knew It, I Know You, or Knew You, Taylor Swift's music video, which, as we said, is really just a Jessie Flip show.
Does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Secret Life of Pets 2 surprises me a little bit.
Yeah, Secret Life of Pets 2, not the first one for some reason. In third, fourth place, Locker Diaries with Phineas and Ferb,
which I didn't even know had debuted.
Yeah. Fifth, Punisher, One Last Kill, Squatters, and number 6, Please Help, or Send Help, not Please.
Please Send Help.
Yeah. 8, Not Suitable for Work. 9, Spider-Man No Way Home, and in 10th, Kung Fu Panda, the original.
I don't know if we've talked about Not Suitable for Work on here, but have you watched that?
I have not watched it, but we did talk about Alex's review where he gave it 5 out of 5.
Okay. Yes, I also enjoy it. I think it's a good show.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal. Well,
Anthony Porowski, who you might know from Queer Eye, is back with on Nat Geo for Best of the World with Anthony Porowski. His Alex got a chance to check this out. His headline is the name of the show equals parts is equal. I should learn how to read. Not the best in the world. This guy. The show is equal parts travel guide and feel good TV. Best of the World with Anthony Porowski is also a gorgeously shot show with creative team giving each episode the same amount of care as their best nature documentaries. You'll feel like, did I mention that I'm sleep deprived? You'll feel like you're there and then regret you're not. But that's the part of the beauty of the show. You don't have to follow Porowski's list exactly, but it should give you inspiration to get out there and discover your own best of the world. And he gives Best of the World 5 out of 5 stars. You can watch it on Nat Geo on June 7th. So it's already out there, and it's already on Disney Plus and Hulu then. So go ahead and check that out. He's a big fan. I do like Anthony. He's probably my favorite of the Fab Five on that show. Have you ever watched Queer Eye?
I have not, actually.
It's sweet.
Yeah, it seems like a sweet show.
Yeah.
And the rest.
So, Luke, let me tell you a story. On Saturday, I'm watching Disney Trivia Live because Gideon made Doobie do it, even though he was quite tired after returning from Indianapolis that same day. And he mentions how he saw a Toy Story 5 plane. He's like, I forget where that was. And we're all like, oh, it's in Portland. It's the Alaska Airlines Horizon Air one. He's like, no, this was in Australia. And I'm like, I'm unaware of this. So I look it up, and sure enough, there's a Virgin Australia Toy Story 5 plane that we somehow didn't write about, probably in the midst of Toy Story 5 teaming up with everything under the sun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The next thing.
But I thought it was worth taking a look at this livery and some of the activities they have. Because one of the things that caught my attention was that they are offering little boarding passes for kids and their toys, like stuffies or little action figures and stuff. It's all very cute. The livery itself is actually pretty similar to what we've seen on the Horizon plane. But yeah, this is a much larger plane than that. So
Yeah, no, I think it's a Boeing something or other. So it's definitely a bigger plane.
a Boeing something or something. It's a 737. So it's still a narrow body plane, but it's not.
It's not a tiny little regional jet like it was for Alaska.
Yes, exactly. So if you happen to be in Australia, maybe you'll get a chance to go.
Or somewhere they fly to. Maybe they fly here and you'll see it.
Maybe, but if it's a narrow body, I don't know if
That's
737 is
true.
going all the way from Australia.
That's very true. Yeah. Well, never mind then.
And then some really interesting news. Hulu has ordered a new comedy series that is inspired by The Cable Guy and stars Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johnson, who previously starred together in Let's Be Cops. Have you ever seen Let's Be Cops, Luke?
And I think I've heard of it.
Have you seen The Cable Guy?
I have not. In
Okay.
fact, I don't think I've ever even heard of The Cable Guy before seeing this article.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a dark comedy. It didn't do very well at the theaters, but it's become a cult classic. And yeah, of those like heyday Jim Carrey movies, I mean, like excluding a little bit later, like The Truman Show, I think Cable Guy is the best one.
Okay, interesting.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I like both Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr. Let's Be Cops is fun. They have good chemistry, so I'm excited to check out this version of The Cable Guy when it comes to Hulu at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Now we've reached what might be the biggest segment of the show, and that is around LP, because we have a lot that we've been up to, including Luke put together another In Case You Missed It weekly news quiz, so you can test your knowledge of the things that happened this past week in the world of Disney. As I've said before, if you watch the morning show, you probably have a leg up because, for example,
that question
know
right
the answer
there.
to this question.
Yes.
So go check that out over on Laughing Place, and then we have the In Case You Missed It, and then we also have what you need to know. We're looking at some of the things that are happening in the week ahead that we already know about, such as the Princess Half Marathon registration opening again, Alice and Steve being available to watch, and then he threw in some Universal news, it looks like, too.
Yeah, we got the mega movie summer starting at the very end of this week on Saturday. So that's part of the fun going on.
Another thing that happened over the weekend was that the I forget the full name, the Disney Plus Throwbacks mini mall experience happened at Century City Mall in Los Angeles, California, and Benji and Alex were there to take some photos. We also have a video that you can check out of some of the experiences, and there was one section that was a Glee photo op, and as it turns out, my friend Josh Sussman showed up to greet some guests. He's somewhere in here. He's coming. Oh, there's the Glee thing. So there he is. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. I think Amber Riley showed up as well. So they had a little photo together, which was nice. And then Alex got to slide down this mattress slide. So you can watch him do that in the... That one's a better photo.
That's fun.
Unfortunately, that has concluded, so you can go check out their coverage of that.
We gotta bring back Star Wars and Starbucks.
Oh yeah, well I do have this bumper.
She woke me up daily. Don't need no Starbucks.
That's great. That's great. I've never seen that one.
It was for one time where Tony and I had back-to-back Starbucks stories to discuss. Dining plan changing in 2027 a little bit. So Luke put together a guide of what's different and what you need to know about that when those take effect. It's basically they're adding back a third tier, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a new tier or if it is one that had been previously and they reintroduced it or not. I'm not too up to date with the dining plan to know, but
so yeah, now there's going to be they changed the names, but there's the quick service one, the regular one, and then the deluxe one, which has 2 table service per day. And you're like, well, why would you need 2 table service per day? And it's because if you were into character dining and stuff, like those take 2 credits. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, speaking of Anthony, Alex also had a chance to speak with Anthony. He did an interview with him about the best of the world. So you can check out that interview. It's on our YouTube, or you can also check out the feature that Alex did over on the site. And then finally, I mentioned on Friday that our own Mike Celestino was on his way to the theater to check out the audio commentary for The Mandalorian and Grogu from Jon Favreau. And he put together an article about some of the things that he learned from said commentary. So if you want to learn more about the 6th place finishing box office film today, you can go ahead and do that.
Want to learn more about not obsession? Then yes. But yeah, it does look like there's a lot of little tidbits and fun facts in here. So whether they're fun or not, who knows? But Doobie's not around to tell us otherwise. So
hopefully they're fun enough to get the movie back into the top 5 at some point, but probably not.
Yeah, no.
The fun stuff.
Speaking of fun, I thought this was fun. Tony Hale, who, as you might know, as Buster Bluth or as Forky, was recently at Walt Disney World. I now pronounce you! And took Forky and Beverly, Karen Beverly, on their honeymoon to Walt Disney World. So yeah, you could, with that ridiculous premise, you can imagine how fun this is. There they are on the People Mover and such. So
yeah,
I recommend
that's a
checking
fun little idea.
Yes. All right, sir. It's time for your very short quiz. Only 2 of them today. First one, born on this day in 1927, a comedian and actor. His Disney credits include The Lion King 1.5 and Planes, Fire, and Rescue. But he is much more well known for at least 2 big sitcoms from the 90s and then the 90s into the 2000s.
That's insane. That those are his Disney credits.
I know.
All right, let's run it off. Mickey Rooney.
No.
Don Rickles.
No.
Carl Reiner.
No. I don't know if any of those guys really had big sitcoms in the night. Like he was I think he was a series regular on the later one, and the other one he'd be like a regular guest star, not like a super regular, but like was on the show quite a bit. The one that was solidly in the 90s. The other one,
the guy that voiced Carl Fredricksen.
No, that's a good guess. What if I told you the shows were Seinfeld and King of Queens? What if I told you that his son directed The Cable Guy?
Jerry Seinfeld?
You're close. Jerry someone.
Springer?
Jerry Stiller.
Okay. Jerry Stiller was what I meant to say. I just said Seinfeld instead because I got confused.
Yeah. But obviously Jerry Stiller, father of Ben Stiller, who directed The Cable Guy.
Okay, I did not.
And of course did a lot of other things, but we were just talking about The Cable Guy. Finally, on this day in 2016, a Disney movie premiered at El Capitan.
Disney animated movie or?
Yes, not Disney Animation Studios, but Disney.
Is it Finding Dory?
Finding Dory, yes.
Pull that one out of my hat.
Yeah. I'm going to do a quick 10 a.m. refresh before we get to the Sorcerer Street question for today. Not seeing anything so far. Sweet 16 looks good on you, liars. Pretty Little Liars. Oh, well, there's language. Yeah,
I think that's just Pretty Little Liars streaming or being 16 years old. Maybe.
I guess. Oh, yeah, that would make sense. I worked on that show. I don't think I'm actually on that show. I think I was so far away. So I remember actually I worked on it on election night 2012. No, it wouldn't be 12. It'd be 20. Yeah, it would have been 2012.
Okay.
Fun random fact.
That's very random. Yeah.
Well, all right, let's get to Sorcerer's Streak then. Well, if you don't know, Sorcerer's Streak is our game of prognostication where I ask you a different question. It locks that night, and then usually it's about something that's taking place the next day or a couple days away. So, for example, I asked the other day if Mandalorian and Grogu would land in the top 5 at the domestic box office. It did not. It landed in 6th behind 2 horror movies, Scary Movie, that Digital Circus thing, and He-Man. So 6th place for that. Today or yesterday's question was apropos of nothing, because usually I tie these to someday in Disney history. I didn't have anything, so as you could tell by the short list of things that I asked you. Will LP post an article with Mickey Mouse anywhere in the featured image? Those are the ones on the Disney news page. By 4 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, which is now today. Anything that's like a hidden Mickey, like just an icon Mickey, will not count. So let's take a quick look so far. See if we spot anything. This is the first one of today. That's Pua. That is... See, so like there's that Mickey, but that I said that doesn't count. It needs to be an actual Mickey. So far, I'm not seeing one, but the day is young, my friends. So we will find that out. But today's question is on June 9th, 2021, Loki debuted on Disney Plus. Will any Marvel show, special, or film appear in the Disney Plus top 10 using our regular disneyplus.com/explore at 10 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday, which hint, hint means we're going to be checking the Disney Plus top 10 tomorrow during the morning show to answer this question. So yeah, place your bets on that. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's question, by the way, but we'll get there when we get there. Luke, you are still in first, even though you don't have a current streak. Well, you might have a new streak going, but not the 11.
It's definitely not gonna get as good as the 11 this time around for sure.
You could. We still got a while. I started in May. I'm not going to end it till like August. So okay. Jeremy Parker's in 2nd, Benji's in 3rd, Dan is in 4th, and Nikki B in 5th. Probably just doing some skips, getting ready to pounce on one she's more sure about. But yeah, so that's Sorcerer's Streak, and that is the end of the show. Luke, any other comments we want to catch up on while I refresh one more time just to make sure I didn't miss any breaking news?
Let's take a look. Fred Ramirez was correct on Jerry Stiller. Mickey on the Pal Around, does that count, or is that?
Let me see. What was that on?
No,
that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that was from yesterday's article.
And then Fred Ramirez is asking if we'll see you tomorrow.
I haven't checked the schedule, but I presume that either you or Tony will be on, or if not the two of you, then Maxon. So
it will not be I.
Okay. So probably Tony. As always, work permitting. So if it gets very busy on news desk, then I can't pull Tony away and we won't have a show. But that hasn't happened in a while. So hopefully everything works well. Yeah. Anything else you want to add before we say goodbye, Luke?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, be sure to subscribe, ring the bell so you know whenever we go live. I do believe there's going to be Parks Talk today, but I need to confirm that in our meeting. And we'll be back here tomorrow either way. Bye, everybody.